What in the world is that? Okay, we got a Chevy Express right here, and the customer complaint is the AC is not working very good. I just wanted to give you all a quick tip on one of the first things I like to do. It's just confirm that it's not working very good. So I'll run the vehicle, of course, make sure the compressor's running. It's running, I can see it spinning there. And then I like to come around and put a temperature gauge in it right here and make sure that we are on not high, but next to high, all the way cold, max AC, and recirculate. Make sure you have it on recirculate because that's taking the air from inside the cab and exchanging it and making it cold again instead of trying to take the hot air from the outside and turning it into cold air. It makes it work a lot harder. So what we're looking for is roughly 30 degrees less than what is outside. Okay, so we're already ticking down to, I don't know, 43 and it's 75 out. So right now this air conditioner is working perfectly. There is no problem at all, but I'm going to let it sit here and run and just make sure. So it's 75 degrees this morning. I'm up really early so I can get these cars diagnosed. And we're at about 50. Now I just noticed that it's starting to tick back up. Let me show you that. And now it's going back up to 50. So this is the complaint. We've confirmed it. He also said there was high pressures on the high side. So at this point, I'm going to put some gauges on it. We're going to see what is going on. It should not be doing this. It should stay down around 40 to 45, which is 30 degrees less than the ambient temperature outside. So let's do that. Let's put some gauges on it. Let's see if the pressures are working as they should. So as you can see, our low side is right around 25 and our high side is around 150. That is normal pressure. Just to confirm that, we'll look up a chart for the temperature for 134A, and we'll also, I would almost bet you this thing's gotten cold again, and it has not. So are we dealing with a blend door? What are we dealing with here? Pressures are good so far. Okay, now we're going a little high. Let's see how much it will cycle. Let's just watch it a second. We're at about 175 on high side. He said he thought the high side or the low side was a little high. It doesn't look it. Let's go ahead and look up the chart while we're watching this. So here's our chart. We should be ticking around 35 to 45 on the low side, 175 to 210 on the high side. Right at 30. 175 to 210. The high side seems slightly low to me, but let me just keep an eye on it. I want to be sure. We're still blowing warm air probably. Yes. So what is really strange about this is when I first started it, it actually was cold. And now it's warm. So are the buttons working? Are we getting ready to get into a big diagnosis? I hope so, because this is the fun part. Looks a little slightly low. I'm going to evacuate all of the AC with a machine, see what is in it, how many pounds of 134A is in it, and make sure it has the right amount in it. Also, I'm going to check for leaks because I've done some service on this before and I put dye in it. You always want to put dye in them whenever you do an AC service, because if you have future leaks, you can just use a black light, and if you use it at nighttime, free tip Tuesday, you'll definitely find the leak. And the most common places you'll find a leak is here in this condenser area. Although this condenser's new, I'm still going to check it, but as of right now it looks a little low. So let's check for leaks as we pull out the refrigerant at the same time so we can save time. I run a busy shop. You got to be efficient and you got to be accurate. I'm not perfect, but I do my best. Okay, I got my AC machine hooked up. We're going to evacuate it and see how much AC is in it. I don't see a sticker. Let's see, we'll have to look it up on service information. So we should get roughly 2 pounds out of this thing. It don't have to be exact, but pretty close to that. We are sucking it out now. It will take a few minutes and it'll show here how much we get out. In the meantime, I'm going to check with leaks with the black light and these glasses. Now there is a lot of light out today, so I really like to do it in a shop where it's dark, but as you can see, we are putting a rear end in an Equinox right now, and it's not going to fit. So if you want to do this work, you want your own shop, you got to work around issues and not get frustrated. I still get frustrated, but it's good for you. Yeah, my light's completely dead, so we'll have to wait on that. That stinks. Okay, it's finished discharging. Let's see how much it took out. 1.63. That's a little too low. So it's either got a very small leak or it just didn't get enough put in. Let's recharge it to 2 pounds, redo our temperature check, and see if that solves it. But obviously, that's a little low. But first, we got to put a vacuum on it, because the reason you have to do that, the machine has to know there's no leaks, because it doesn't want to, the machine doesn't want any leaks because it doesn't want to blow the 134A into the atmosphere to put holes in the ozone layer, which is debatable, and to kill the polar bears. But I really don't like polar bears. They're vicious anyway, but I don't want to kill them. I like animals, so. But anyway, that's too much information. So let's see what happens next after we put the right amount of refrigerant in it. Oh yeah, and I need to be honest with you guys. I actually put, this thing had a bad compressor like 6-8 months ago, back in October last year, whatever. And there was metal in the lines. I replaced everything. The condenser, I replaced everything but the evaporator. Flushed the lines, even put a Denso AC compressor on it. So I very doubt that it's clogged up. And to reconfirm my doubts is when we did the pressures at the beginning of the video. If it was clogged, one side would have been really high, probably the high side, the discharge. So anyway, let's see what happens after we put 2 pounds of 134A in it and see if we can get this to stay cold. Okay, it looks like it's passed the leak test. Let's charge it up with 2 pounds. Already on there. There it goes, it's charging. So you can see it's adding. All right, we're almost there. 94%. Come on, baby. 100%. Did it. Okay, here's the moment of truth. We have the right refrigerant in it. Holy crap. It's literally blowing hot right now, as you can see. This is not a refrigerant problem. It was a little low, but I'll tell you how you can tell also is what made me skeptical of it. I didn't mention it earlier. It's, you know, our discharge line is really getting cold right now. So this is going to take some deeper diagnostics. You know, our pump is running. As you can see, I don't know if you can see it down there, but it is running. Okay, I don't know what is going on right now. Oh my goodness. What in the world is that? Okay, I'm going to start it up again with the gauges on it. I really don't know what just happened. That could have been a blow off where it sensed too much pressure, which I'm thinking that's what happened. We got the right amount of refrigerant in it. I'm going to pull out the orifice tube, see if there's any metal. I really don't know. It blew off the overpressure valve in the back. But they will reset on their own. So let's just see what's going on here. All right, guys, I've been working on this air conditioning problem for hours, and I finally discovered something crazy. So this is nuts. It's going from hot to cold. So right now it's fairly cold, but if you look down here, I'm pretty sure this is the blend door. Right there. Let me try to focus you in on that. So I'm going to go up here and tap on this control module where you change the heat. Just tap on it and it'll move. There it goes. It moved. And all I did was tap it. So I'm basically just doing this. Tapping it and it's changing temperature. So it's obviously a bad control module. I mean, you can see how sweaty and frustrated I am over this. I've probably got all day in it. And the reason I do is because I replaced a bunch of parts on this thing because it had metal in the system, but it does not have metal. I took the orifice tube out and checked. I'll show a picture right here. It is fine. So let's put a control module in it, because if you tap on this button, if you tap on this and it changes temperature, it's obviously defected. Okay, we are back. It is the next day and I have the HVAC blower control unit right here. Yeah, it's a big dormant piece of crap, but the customer don't want to pay $500 for another one, and if this breaks, I'll just warranty it out. No big deal. So I don't want to hear no haters in the comments about it. Do a warranty claim. If it breaks, you can still make money. And I don't promote dormant parts, electrical parts. Trust me, I try to avoid it. This is a work truck. It's old. It is what it is. So I'm going to replace this control unit. I'm going to pop this dash out. I think it's pretty easy. The labor time wasn't bad on it. And we're going to put it in. And it's got vacuum controls here and here, and I think a plug in there. And we're going to fix this thing and be done with it. Okay, the unboxing of the Dorman piece of junk part. And remove before use. Okay. And you can see it has vacuum actuator ports on the back. And it is the same one we have, so let's do this. What you gotta do is this. Pop out all these clips to get this control module out. Remove both driver passenger knee bolster. Remove steering column nuts. What? Disconnect electrical connector. So the first thing is to remove the passenger one. I really don't know why they want us to do that, but okay, let's just do it. Yeah, you just take these two 10mm screws out and pop it off. No big deal. Now we do the driver's side same way. This one has 2 screws and 6 clips. So the screws are probably right there and there. I'm going to loosen those and then pop this out. All right, I better get my trim tool before I break something. What's holding this thing on there? It said 2 screws. There we go. Something acts like it's... There we go. I want you to do the driver knee bolster knee replacement. I guess it's this foam piece, right? It's what it looks like to me. So we got 4 nuts. Tip. We got a tip right here. Remove the knee bolster deflector and knee bolster bracket as an assembly. So this might be hard to video, but I think they're talking about these nuts here, and then there's 2 on the other side, and this whole thing will come out. So probably won't record that because there's nowhere to really put the camera. Well, basically, right when I took those 4 nuts out, just fell out, so the tip was good. Let's see what is next. Remove steering column nuts securing the steering column to instrument panel carrier and lower the entire column to the floor. Position it out of the way. Oh my goodness, no. No, that's not happening. I'm going to see if we can pop this out without having to lower the column. I like to go by service info, but I'm pretty sure if I remember right, we don't really have to do that. Well, I did run into a snag. It's hitting the shifter. Okay, so I've decided just to unplug the battery and shift it all the way down as far as the shifter will go, and I was able to pop this out. There's no screws holding it in, and we have access to the module now. So I'm going to take out these screws and replace this module. It doesn't require any programming, so this shouldn't be a big deal. Now that we got this pulled out, you want to take pictures of this. So when you plug the other one in, there's no guessing. All right, I'm going to try to film this the best I can. It's in kind of a weird spot. Here's the new module. And just let me unplug this. Actually, it has some tangs in it. That comes off like that. This, you push in, it looks like. And it comes up. This one, you just kind of pry it out a little. This stuff's old, so you gotta kind of be careful. Try not to break anything. The older the car, the more likely it's going to break. This one's not real old, but it's not. It's no spring chicken. I don't even know what model it is. Mechanics never pay attention to that. They just try to fix cars. Okay, here's the old ones off. Let's put on the new one. I don't know how much y'all can see of this. I'll just add it out, the parts you can't see, but we're just plugging it all back up. That's why I take pictures too, just to make sure that we're putting it back the way it was. Alrighty, we are back in business. Now I'm not going to latch everything back together yet. I'm going to go out here and plug the battery back up, and we're going to make sure this AC is going to work. Okay, the battery's plugged back up because you can hear the dinging door. We'll put our thermometer in there, put it on cold. We'll turn it off at first, put it up in gear, start it up, put it on max AC, and let's watch this go down. It's already going down, but remember we tapped on it last time and the blend door would move, so we're going to redo that test. I'm going to let it sit here and run for a minute, see what happens. We are down to about 50 degrees. It's about 85 out, so 35 degrees less than the ambient temperature is good. So if you remember last time I tapped on this and it got hot. Let's do it again. If it gets hot again, I'm going to flip out. It's not budging. Now let's just see if it gets hot when I turn it. It definitely is. I feel it, and the gauge is moving up. So that is a confirmed fix. I want to go ahead and check the feet. Yes, we are getting foot, face. We already did that. Foot and face. You got to check all these knobs and defrost. Yes. It's fixed. This is another fix. Jon will fix it. Stay tuned. There's some big changes coming, and I do appreciate y'all watching this far. I'll catch y'all on the next one.